everybody, this is Brittany. Welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited about this video because I'm finally going to unearth my sweet potatoes. They've been in the ground all summer and it's getting into fall, and although we haven't gotten a frost quite yet, the temperatures are getting a lot lower. I have been reading a bit about growing sweet potatoes in more northern regions, and one of the things that they say is that after the soil temperature gets to below 18 degrees Celsius, that's about when sweet potatoes stop growing, so you might as well just take them out. So I'm sure our soil temperature has dropped below that, since it's typically 16 to 18 during the daytime, and then it drops more down to like 9-10 at night. So I'm sure the soil temperature is lower than 18 degrees. So come along with me and check out what's under the ground. So here's my sweet potato plant that I planted in my front garden. I only have one. The rest of my sweet potato plants are in my back gardens. I believe I had planned on just putting them in my back gardens, and then I had one extra and no room back there, so I decided to just throw it up here and see how it did. It probably would have gotten more sun up here, so it would be interesting to see if that made a bit of a difference. So the nice thing about some of these leaves here is that I can actually eat them too. I'll probably only want to take the ones that are whole rather than the ones that have holes in them or have turned yellow. But sweet potato leaves are edible, and the recipe that I'm looking to use is the recipe by another YouTuber by the name of Wendy Fan. So I'm really excited to try that recipe. This variety is called Toka Toka. So I'm starting by clearing out all the straw. And I'm just going to slowly try and lift out the plant. Now there really isn't anything there, so I'm going to just do a little bit of digging. So I dug a bit around here, and I'm not really finding anything, which wasn't that surprising. This soil wasn't the greatest this year. I've mentioned it on a couple videos that I'm pretty sure I made a mistake at the end of last fall when I was putting what I thought was good compost on. So there's nothing here. Hopefully that'll be different in the back gardens. So here I've got a little patch of sweet potatoes. As you can see, some of these leaves have started turning yellow, and a lot of these leaves have been attacked by bugs, but there's still a few there that once I harvest, I'll go through the leaves and I'll pick out the ones that are still solid, and again, those will go towards a nice vegetable dish. So I'm going to just follow this vine here, see where it starts out, and it seems to start out right here. Well, after digging a little bit, I did find a small one. So I pulled this up, a couple tiny ones. Again, that will be decent to eat. You might not even have to peel the skin off, and I've heard that the skin is quite healthy, so that would be good. say that I found this the most disappointing. The fact that I didn't even find anything here, and that had to be probably the biggest vine in this whole row of plants. This is the type of sweet potato that I believe was white, if I remember the description, and so I did get 3 decent ones. Now on to my sweet potatoes in this other garden. Okay, that's a decent sized one. Here's another one. This is the closest thing, really, so far to a real sweet potato. This one had a little skinny one and a bit of a fatter one. I got 2 little skinny ones. So there's my final haul. Up there is the pile of sweet potato leaves, which I'll be going through and snipping off the good ones. And then down on the right, you can see my little pile of sweet potatoes. They're not much, they're pretty skinny and small, but they'll do for a dinner or two. So I won't lie, that was pretty disappointing. I had kind of had high hopes, but I have been doing some reading, and I do know that it is harder to grow sweet potatoes up here in Canada. Sweet potatoes are really more commonly grown in the southern United States. So I know there are some little tips and tricks that I have to use if I want to successfully grow sweet potatoes up here in Zone 4B. So I'm going to be trying out some of those tricks next year. So that was my sweet potato harvest. Not the greatest, but I did learn something. So now I know, and hopefully next year will be better. I definitely am going to be having some more successful harvests in the next week or so, including a taste test of my achocha. So if you're looking forward to those videos, hit subscribe so you won't miss them. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy gardening!